I really know I need a way for that music to like lower instead of that shocking big fat face in the camera. I'm sorry. I apologize. So yes, Josh and Jenna from Resort TV are here. Chances are you know who they are. Chances, because there's 50 people here now, and I bet you a lot of them are Josh and Jenna. You know, I got to find out if they call their people anything. Like I've just recently settled on Panda Peeps. Everybody's got some sort of a name. Took me forever. I thought of the Bamboo Club. Didn't work out. What I do want to show you is their channel trailer for those of you who may not know who Josh and Jenna are. I guess I could say they're live streamers or vloggers, live stream vloggers, mostly. Not always, not just, but the majority. Enjoy. Hi, everyone.
Hi, this is Josh
and Jenna
with ResortTV1.
Who did that? How did you get that done?
So we had a composer. His name was Philip. He follows our channel, and he said, "Hey, I'm going to compose this little jingle for you. Let me know what you think." And I was like, "Okay, cool." You know, I wasn't really thinking much about it. He sent it to me. I was like, "Dude, that's epic." And so then by a pre-project who put together our trailer, I said, "Can you make like an animation? Because I'm not really into animating or After Effects or any of that stuff yet. I want to learn." But he said, "Yeah, I can make you that." So he did that really cool little effect with the logo and the reflection. So yeah, that was really neat. We didn't do a lot. We can't take credit, but it's really cool.
No, you can take credit for it. Listen, half the thing, if you look like Walt Disney took credit for everything, half the stuff you didn't do. So you can take credit. That is a great Resort TV1. So hello, Jenna. Jenna, in that trailer, were you tasting Beverly?
I was, yes.
Okay.
And I don't like it at all.
I'm Italian. I wish I could put my stamp on Beverly. Oh. I can't.
So
Beverly
bad.
is. They should just call it Karen. That's Karen drink.
Karen juice.
Yeah.
Karen juice. That's. I'm gonna do. We should have a whole marketing for Karen juice.
There you go.
Yeah.
So I'm seeing people here. Okay, so resort hoppers is what they're telling me they're called.
Yes.
Yep.
I like that, resort hoppers. There's some bad jokes I get. Hello, Corey. We might know this guy, this Corey Meets World guy, actually.
Yeah, we might know him. He's all right.
You know what? He's a little strange, this guy. No, he doesn't like olives. I know that.
That's true. Very true. Very true.
And JK, me and I think Josh and Jenna, thank you for all your wonderful messages, JK. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Deep down inside, I want to believe you're JK Rowling because there's no picture. So you could be anybody right now.
But very nice.
Yes. So, Resort TV1, am I correct that it started as showing what we see in the resorts?
That's correct. Yeah, and literally the funny part about that is I wanted, even when I moved to Orlando, I wanted to feel like I was in a Disney resort, because I think that was part when I moved down here, you know, and Jenna probably feels the same way. It's like, okay, it's cool, amazing to be down here, but then you kind of miss the resort experience a little bit if you're not doing a staycation. So I started, I already had some of the resort TV. I downloaded off of places. I captured it because I'm just weird like that when I went to the resorts, and I started saving it all. So I thought, you know, I could play this to my Apple TV in my bedroom and pretend like I'm in the resort when I'm at my house. And so let me just upload them to YouTube. And I still had like just my name as the channel name at that point. And so people then started watching. I was like, whoa, how'd that video get 10,000 views? People just found it and watched it. So that's kind of how it started.
That is so true, by the way, because one of the jobs I used to have was for a company that will remain nameless now because I represent a different travel company, but I used to go to the resorts and take videos for them of the rooms, and I would walk around leaving Stacy on with the must-dos. Mm-hmm. So that was ingrained in me so whenever I hear it, I am instantly transported back to sun outside, air conditioner inside, hot outside, and being excited for my stay.
Yes.
So if I can get the chat room, because I do have a little clip that I stole from Josh's and Jenna's channel. Can somebody tell me, when they hear the must-dos and see Stacy, do they feel like they are in a resort? Does it bring you back? I want to know. I know that we're on a little bit of a delay with them too, but I'm going to play this. You know, let me play this little clip. I only have one other clip after this, and we're going to talk more. But I want to see if this brings you back as much as it brings me. Immediately. It's like, you know, when you smell something and it brings you back. This immediately brings me to staying at a resort.
to Must Do Disney. I'm your host, Stacy. You know, there's a lot of things in life that you must do, but there are only a few of those must-dos that you really want to do.
Tell me more, Stacy, because you're right.
Yes.
No matter how many times I see her advertise Splash Mountain, I'm like, that probably is a good decision, Stacy.
It's so true. Oh my goodness, it's just ingrained in us all.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Stacey was the perfect person to do that. She's so amazing.
Do you still keep up on it? Like, do you know what the last iteration of that video is?
So I've kind of fallen out of you know,
Because
being updated.
you've metamorphosized into something else. I get it.
Yeah, well, and actually, to be honest with you, they haven't. People ask us to like upload new versions. They haven't changed it very much. They have a little commercial for Galaxy's Edge in there. You know, if they ever do a whole redo of it, I might have to go in there and post it. But people ask us for that theme song, by the way, that "Living It Up" song. People are like, "Can I find that somewhere?" I don't know. Disney needs to post it to Apple Music. I have no idea where it is.
You know what the problem is though? If they post it somewhere, usually that's when the copyright strike comes from YouTube. So we
That's
don't want
true.
them. We really don't want them to post it too.
That's true. Very true.
Yeah, it's Rachel. I know Rachel from Diz Life of Ours. She's awesome.
Hey, Rachel.
Yes. So the when did you make the change and say, all right, I'm gonna now put my face on camera and start talking to people? Like, when did that happen?
That's Jenna's fault. Talk about that, Jenna.
It is my fault. Yes. So
Okay, so see, I totally thought that he got you into it. And just so we're clear, Jenna is his sister. I thought for a time that it was his wife, and I now know that is not the case.
Yep.
I'm sorry, Jenna. Go ahead.
No worries. No, we get it all the time, and I think we're one of the only brother-sister duos, so it's pretty cool. But no, so I lived in California at the time, actually, and Josh was starting to do a little bit more with the channel, and I watched a lot of Disney vloggers like Tim Tracker and Justin Scar down in the Woo, you know, all those guys. And I told Josh, because I missed Disney, because I didn't live near Disney at the time. I was about 3 hours from Disneyland, 3.5, so I wasn't super close. And so, yeah, I missed Disney, and I told Josh, you know, you need to start doing some vlogs on your channel. And he was like, I don't know. And finally, my husband and I decided to move to Florida to be closer to family and everything. And, you know, I was talking to Josh, and he was like, okay, well, let's do this together then. I'm like, okay, yeah, let's do this together. And then, yeah, that's how the vlog started. And then Josh found the live streaming pretty much right when I moved there, almost moved to Florida. And he's like, oh, let's give this a try. And I'm like, okay, cool.
Well, I had done some silent resort tours, just walking around. That was my wife's idea, actually. I just like walked around the resorts. Well, I was there to do a staycation and capture the new Resort TV. She goes, "Why don't you just do a walk around the resort?" Because I was kind of stir crazy, and you know, she wanted to stay and just chill in the room, and I did that. And then people on the chat, and Jenna was like, "Why don't you put your face in there and narrate it?" I'm like, "I don't know. Nobody wants to see me narrate anything." And then I guess they did. So
I think people like real. They like real, genuine folks, and I think that's what they got from you immediately. Were you a Disney? I know Jenna, I could tell, probably was a Disney fan her whole life.
Yes, definitely.
Josh, you? I mean, for a guy, sometimes
absolutely.
it's different. Really?
No, absolutely. I never really worried about it. Even at school, if the kids would like give me a hard time about, you know, like even if I talked about going to Disney World, they'd be like, "Oh, that's, you know, that's for little babies or something." I don't care. I like it. So when I was very young, we went, let's see, I was 5 and you were 4, and that was our first trip down here. And so, yeah, for me, the magic was Epcot Center at first. I loved Magic Kingdom too, but Epcot Center blew my mind, and honestly is one of the reasons I'm a music teacher today, because the music of Epcot Center just really inspired me.
Okay, I think you're old enough, but Tomorrow's Child and all that, those were my jams.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. 100%.
Jenna, do you remember Jenna, you don't remember Horizon.
Oh, it was my favorite ride. Yeah.
Okay, because
favorite
I was
ride.
like, I remember I was a kid, but I was allowed to go on that alone. It was amazing.
Yep. My absolute favorite ride, and I missed it so much.
I really hope we get back into some good nostalgic Epcot. You know, there's a theory I have, like people when they do a new show like this, Epcot Forever, that doesn't last forever, they say, "Oh, I wonder if I'm going to like it as much as Illuminations." And my thing is, no, you can't. Because we tied memories, we tied marriages, children's births, so many different life accomplishments to that show,
Right.
that a new one just doesn't have it. It would take time. Hopefully when they do Harmonious, which I do like the music for what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Did you hear that little
Yeah.
D23 thing? Okay.
I did. I like it. Yeah.
Good.
I'm really hoping that we get we can get back to that creating memories with a new show that sticks with us.
Well, Happily Ever After, I think, has been able to do that for a lot of people. A lot of people get very emotional when they see Happily Ever After, the same way they did with Wishes.
Yep.
I
So-
agree.
Yeah.
With me, the sale for me with Happily Ever After was I was liking it, but until Tinkerbell showed her face again,
My goodness.
I wasn't sold until when everything
Yeah.
crescendos,
Oh, yeah.
I just started crying.
Gets
Well,
me
and-
every time.
And the crowd, what gets me is the crowd reaction, because you see the people that are there for the first time,
Yes.
and it gets me almost every time. There was one time we got done with Happily Ever After, and I'd seen a particularly strong reaction from a family in front of us, and I had to hand Jenna the stream because I was so emotional, because it was just so cool to watch that.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
I agree with that. I it pays to talk about it now with what's going on. I am gonna miss for a while that crowd mentality, because there is an energy from Disney people, I think, that goes through the crowd, and that we all feel that goosebumpy chill at the same time. And it's nice to know that you're with a bunch of people that feel the same way.
Yes.
exactly.
Yep.
I
Really.
hope we get back to that.
Yeah.
How do you feel, Mr. Epcot, about Epcot things changing?
So I'm cautiously optimistic. Obviously, who knows what's going to happen now with the, I'm hoping that things go back and that they don't have to cut too much. But I love a lot of the new concept art. The Epcot Preview Center was amazing. That was so cool, because you were kind of expecting it to be like some bulletin boards and, just a little exhibit behind a glass case, and you walk into this 360 experience and you're like, all right, this is pretty cool. So, that I will tell you, that festival center, that big icon in the middle, I really hope they still build that, because that is so classic Epcot. I love it.
Yes.
That 3-story thing with the trees on 2 levels and stuff
Yes.
like that. Yeah.
So cool.
For me, the most excited I'm going to be is when they finally talk about what they're going to do with the Imagination Pavilion. I don't even care if it becomes a Beverly soda station at this point. But what's there is just not good compared to the past.
No.
And they've got to know that. Imagineering's got to know that that's
Oh,
not up to their standards.
Listen,
Yep.
when you go there and there's nobody waiting to get on it, you got, even on a semi-busy day, they got to know.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
So, all right. So what else did I have? There's something else I had that I wanted to ask you, and it's going to come back to me. I should have written everything down. Oh, Jenna, the giraffe. I saw a video with you with a giraffe, and you called it your giraffe. Is there something going on with you and a giraffe?
Okay, so every time we ride the safari, I love the giraffes, and they're just so cute. Well, there was a baby giraffe on one of the safaris we were on a live stream, and I just fell in love with it. And I'm like, oh, I need that giraffe. I have to take it home. I'm an animal person. Love animals. We have a little dog. She's my baby. And so just ever since then, all the resort hoppers and everybody in the chat was like, oh yeah, did you get your your giraffe? Did Dale build you? My husband, did he build you the giraffe barn? And so everybody's just all in with me getting a giraffe, and I'm for it.
Shout out to Dale, by the way. He does make appearances on the live streams.
He does.
I saw Dale try to eat ribs with the spork, whatever the heck they're calling it in Star Wars in Galaxy Edge. I'm so glad he went to use his fingers, because there was a point where I was like, no, you got to dig into that and just get
Just go for it.
just get for it.
Yep, that's right.
So, okay, so you, at some point then what am I trying to say? Did it go right to live streaming stuff, or did it just go to making videos in the park first?
So we made videos in the park first. Actually, our very first vlog is Halloween Party 2015. She still didn't live here yet.
True.
And so we started the vlog, and then we did some videos. I did some on my own. I actually did several Disney Springs construction updates. That's some of the ones my camera technique wasn't great, because I was just using an iPhone. But I love going back and watching those, because you can really see Disney Springs go from downtown Disney to Disney Springs. And a lot of people were doing them, but it was just neat. I tried to do the same vantage points every time and tried to really show that. But I didn't narrate those very much. And then my son was born in June 2016. I took like 9 months off and got back to it just before Jenna moved down.
So these are all recorded, take home, edited.
All, yeah, basically vlog style, or yeah.
Did something happen where you said, you know what, I want to do a live one, talk to people live, or how did that happen?
So it's kind of funny. I mean, I'm a techie. That's besides Disney. I love technology, computers, video games, even internet, anything. I just love reading about technology. And so that's awesome, because Jay is an editor at Fox Channel 5 in New York. But so basically what happened was I was reading one of my tech blogs and they were like, YouTube enables live streaming for everybody with over 1,000 subscribers. And at that point we had like 4,000. And I was like, okay, cool. I just really have this feeling that people would like to see the Magic Kingdom live. I didn't even have a ticket at that point because we had kind of let our tickets elapse whenever my son was younger. We were trying to save money. Things were tight. And so I went live at Disney Springs. I didn't even know, is this thing on? Because it just kept spinning. And I just didn't know, is this thing on? And finally, then I looked back later and people commented on the video and said, yeah, we did see you. But I just walked around kind of talking to myself for like 5 minutes. And I left that up.
On there? I was talking.
You were on there, yeah. Well, I didn't think I was talking to anybody because the chat wasn't showing. So I've left that video up because I think it's funny to see how far we've been able to come. But finally, then I got it figured out, and I got my first chat message. It's like, ooh, there's like 8 people watching. This is awesome. People actually want to watch us live, and so so it kind of came from there. But then the first time I went to Magic Kingdom was the night that Happily Ever After premiered, and I think people thought I was the official Disney Parks live stream there for a minute because people were like, when are you showing the fireworks? I'm like, I was just kind of doing a live stream showing the crowds, like just really kind of walking around writing a few things. I was planning to do a really like an edited video of Happily Ever After to do higher quality. And so I said, okay guys, we're going to sign off. And but in that time period we had over 1,000 people watching and we gained like 500 subscribers. Like maybe there's something to this live streaming thing. It really people really seem to enjoy it. So yeah, that was pretty amazing.
People thinking that you are from the park I got a really quick funny story. I just have my monopod, my little video camera, and I have a clear shot of the castle and I'm filming something going on. And a couple just stands in front of my camera. I don't quickly put it together. I'm ready to fight with people. And I do have a cherub-like Panda nice demeanor, but it was quickly fading. And they were like, is this good? They were asking me where they should stand. They thought I was PhotoPass. But they ruined my whole show. They ruined the whole thing.
We've had that happen to us too, where I was actually just editing. I posted a Cars Land video today. I was just editing. What
a great video. Oh, you took that a long time ago?
I took that in June when we went out for Galaxy's Edge. I just hadn't posted it yet.
Okay. See, I didn't understand. I was like, why was he posting this now? I mean, I realized you could hold it, but it was too good to hold because the night shots, the low lighting, that was really great.
Well, so I took like 60 videos when I was at Disneyland. I just went nuts. So I literally just had to, kind of space it out a little bit. But yeah, so, oh my goodness.
Thank you so much, Disney Dad. Nobody gives me anything. So $5 to me, I'm going to jump up and down out of the rooftop because I only do live like this.
Yeah.
So the tone it. Okay. So the tone it down.
Tone it down story. Yeah.
Right.
Is that really? That's not really your dad, Michael, is it?
No.
Oh no.
Okay. It's a friend of ours, but so.
Oh, I don't know why I took Disney Dad and I thought it was TV Resort Dad. I don't know what happened.
ResortTV1 Dad. Yeah. So Disney. So anyway, so Tone It Down guy, we were sitting there ready to stream Happily Ever After. We were on the bridge by Tomorrowland. Had some friends with us, and we were just talking to the chat before the show. I never talk during shows because it's rude. You want people to be able, not only that, somebody might be filming next to me. So I want to make sure we're quiet during the shows and during the rides. We won't ever talk during the rides. And so, people know that. Well, so we're like a couple minutes before the show, but there's literally thousands of people around us, everybody talking, kids screaming. It's a normal night before Happily Ever After. It's loud. And he goes, excuse me, can you tone it down? I said, what, me? And I said, well, I will when the show starts, but everybody else is talking too. So what? I don't see what the issue. Well, you're just talking a little bit louder than everybody else. Okay, I can talk a little softer. Yeah, that's what I need you to talk a little softer. Okay, thanks. And he kind of like put his hand on my shoulder, and I was giving him this "don't touch me" kind of thing. But it was just weird. And so the whole thing. So everybody in the chat was going, "Oh my goodness!" There's probably more to it than that. It's still on the live stream, but yeah, the chat was just going crazy. Like, that guy is so rude. I can't believe that guy did that. But yeah, I mean, what can you do?
So now we have shirts that say "Tone It Down, guy."
That's what she said.
We do actually have that. Yeah. So.
This is okay. There's a mom Resort TV and a dad something going on here. This is why I thought there was a dad Resort TV.
There is.
There
is a mom.
Mom and dad.
Yep. They may not be in the chat.
All right, I'm not too crazy here. All right.
So it's starting to say real quick. So this is kind of funny. So California Adventure Cars Land video, and I'm editing it, and I was like, why did I cut off my ending there so quick? I didn't get my ending finished, and I had different clips in there, and it's been almost a year ago, so I couldn't remember. And I listened to it, and there's just somebody swearing really loudly at the end of the video. And so that's why, and I remember I heard that when I filmed it. Okay, I guess I have to film my ending again because I can't put that on. I mean, literally like a string of 7 swear words in a row. And so that's the kind of thing that you get when you're filming in the park. So John, I totally get it. You're like, you film this whole thing and then you have to go back because somebody does something and you can't put that out there.
Yeah, so I listen, when YouTube did the thing where live streaming was available, I also, like you, started to do it with my iPhone, but something happened to me where the sound didn't sync up when I watched it back on YouTube. That would go, and then I would hear the voice, and I was like, no, I didn't. So plus I like having control over the editing. I didn't want a booger hang. I was very vain. If a booger's hanging out of my nose, nobody's going to tell me about it. So I keep live for this. TV home, but going to the parks, I'm leaving it to you.
Yeah.
So you how quickly did it build up for you? Because it got really popular. You've become really popular with the vlogging, live streaming.
Probably when we got the most subscribers, well, where it jumped pretty big was it Hurricane Irma, Josh? One of the hurricanes.
There were different times. Yeah, different times. Hurricane Irma was the biggest jump, though.
Yeah, we were live streaming. Before it came, it was, I think Disney was going to close the next day. They closed for like a day or two.
The storm was still 36 hours out. So it wasn't like we were living on the edge or anything. It was,
right.
Yeah. But yeah.
We had plenty of time to get home and shelter and whatever. And we weren't leaving, we were staying here. And people were tuning in because everybody was scared. That was the one.
Is that when you noticed? You said, "Hey, wow, we got a lot of people tuning in." Is that when Resort Hopper started, or did you start that?
When did we start that? I don't even remember.
We grew in the beginning so fast to 10,000 subscribers that we were like, "Hey, we need a logo." So I have a friend who is a comic book artist, and I was like, "Here's what we're thinking." And my wife kind of came up with the idea for the logo a little bit, but he drew it out and made it look awesome. And then we said after that, we said, we need, and actually several people were saying you need a name for your viewers. And so we had people submit names as comments on a video, and then the top ones, the ones we liked the most, we put in a poll and everybody voted on it, and then we announced it during a live stream. So
was Resort TV ever, did the one mean anything? It sounds good. I mean, it flows off the tongue, but there is a story.
There's a story. So I mean, just real quick, I said, well, we'll just call at that point, you couldn't get your own URL until you had 1,000 subscribers. You probably remember because you were, you've been around for a long time on YouTube. And so I said, okay, we've got 1,000 subscribers. Let's just change it from my name to Resort TV, because that's what we have on the channel right now. That's all we were doing at that point. So let's just call it Resort TV. I didn't want to put Disney in the title or anything like that. I just wanted to keep it neutral that way. Just that way we could cover Universal and SeaWorld too. Anything's a resort. And so I thought, okay, let's do that. Well, so I put that in, and YouTube said, no, you can't do that. I was like, why? Well, that name's already taken. Well, I looked, and there was still no Resort TV. So I said, well, let's just add a 1 to it. And then I said it. And I was like, ResortTV1. That sounds good. So it was literally just.
There is something about it that sets it apart.
So then I hit save, and it worked, and that's the whole thing. So.
All right. It works.
No. So.
Yep, that was before me, so I didn't get a choice, but that's okay. I like it.
How long did it take? When you say before you, how long did it take before you became a part of it? By the way, couples really do good, even brother sister, because it's two completely differing,
yes,
differing things. But when did you come into it?
About 3 years ago when we moved here to Florida. We were in Indiana, then moved to California, and then finally moved to Florida. And
I think we can track the success of the channel, and it was really when Jenna came that
That's right.
100%. Actually, Jenna, tell them about the anniversary we just had.
Yeah, actually, we were just talking about that before we went live. But yeah,
you know what? That's a great segue. Okay. What I wanted to show, I have a little clip. Okay. And for some reason, I put that in there. I don't know why that. There's some symbiosis. I wanted you to see, if you haven't watched their lives, and I'm sure you probably have, but I think I'm a firm believer that people can tell when you care about the viewer, meaning you can tell if somebody's worrying about what you're seeing, and it's nice and smooth. This video that you're going to see, because StreamYard only does 720, the software that I'm on doesn't do it justice. It's smoother and clearer in real life. But here's a little clip from one of their most recent lives.
What is going on with my my chat? And yes, Coke Store is closed. Somebody asked, Coke Store is closed. Planet Hollywood has dining room and patio seating, it looks like. STK is open. People are eating. It's amazing. First live stream with Resort TV1 today, May 20th, 2017.
Happy anniversary,
Jenna.
Thank you. That's so cool, right? I love it.
First live stream.
Go check out our friend Corey Meets World if you want to see what it looked like in the morning. Plus, he's just an awesome friend of ours, so go check him out.
Yeah, it's always nice to have a friend. Like literally every time we get on the stream, he shouts us out. We try and
He
do
does.
the same.
Yep.
But it's nice that we all support each other.
That's right.
I totally agree with that sentiment also. But yeah, and Corey, we love Corey.
Yes.
He's awesome.
So yeah, that was your 3-year anniversary. Did somebody just notice it and mention it to you, or did you already know what was going on there?
I think we just figured that out. What was it? I don't know if it was like a time hop. You know how the time hop app or whatever that showed when we had moved here, or I can't remember what it was, but something hit us and we were like, oh my word, it's actually today. And it was the day that Disney Springs opened back up. So it was kind of cool.
Well, what was
Okay,
interesting about it was we did that stream on May 20th. One of your first streams was at Disney Springs,
Yes,
so it was
it
kind of
was.
interesting. We were at Disney Springs, but yeah.
It was
So
cool.
I'm going to put Jenna on the spot because we know that Epcot's your favorite park.
Yes.
Jenna, what's yours?
Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you there.
Ever since I was a kid. Yep. I always say I live in the castle. It's my house. I call it my house. So
Okay, people who think like they see me there on video a lot and they think I'm there all the time,
Yeah.
I have to lie and say, yeah, I live under the Pinocchio Village house. I never went so far as the castle like you did, but
yeah, I went all the way to the castle.
what is your favorite attraction at Magic Kingdom?
So my two favorite, I have two. I can't pick. Are
Okay.
classics: Haunted Mansion and Pirates of the Caribbean.
I love you.
Yeah.
Haunted Mansion is I can't wait to get back on Haunted Mansion.
Yes, those are the two that I have to ride every time I go. They're just my favorite.
oh yeah.
I promise, Becky, we will make this happen if they still respect me even a little bit after tonight.
Oh,
Oh, absolutely.
definitely.
We've been
Yes.
saying that for a while. We just all have such busy schedules.
Yeah.
But yes,
I know, I've never.
hang
I
out.
only remember meeting you in the Epcot Preview Center recently.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I,
Yeah,
Jenna, I don't think I've ever run into you. And if I
No.
did, I didn't even realize it because
So
I was
we
doing
did
so-
one time, but it was so long ago. We were Epcot 35. We still were not that big yet, just under 20,000, and we recognized you and came up and said hi. And of course, we had a nice conversation. But yeah, it was. But there were several people meeting you at that point too, because you were up in the little press thing. So it was.
Yeah.
It,
And now you're going to get to 100,000 before me.
well, I don't know about that. We'll see.
Yeah, I don't know.
Listen, it goes in such algorithm ways. There was a time I was getting 1,000 new subscribers a day, and I was like, "What's going on?"
Yeah.
And then it was like 20 a day. I'm like, "What is going on?"
It is
So
weird the way that happens.
I don't even attempt to try to. I just
Yep.
know if the more princess things I do, apparently the kids watch it, and it's a big deal.
There you go. Yeah, they do like that. That's for sure.
Okay, so Magic Kingdom, are you looking most forward to anything new coming, Jenna?
The new things. Let's see. I would say probably Tron. I'm super excited about Tron.
Me
It
too.
looks amazing from what I've seen at Shanghai. So yeah, I can't wait.
And I'm assuming, Josh, you're looking forward to most of the things at Epcot.
Yeah, but actually, be honest with you, my first thing I want to do, we're gonna go to Magic Kingdom first when it reopens, or with the first day we can get in, whenever that is. We're gonna go on TTA People Mover first. That's my absolute. That and Rise of the Resistance are my two favorite rides at Walt Disney World right now.
Okay, you've done Mickey and Minnie's, right?
Yes, and I like that one too. That's like way high
Okay.
up there as well. I just
One of
I-
Way
my
high up
favorites.
there.
Yeah, I love it.
I love the re-rideability of that you could keep going.
yes.
Back to Tron for a second. I mean, it looks like it's kind of going there. I'm sorry, not Tron. Ratatouille. Have you been to Paris, Josh?
I haven't. No,
I haven't.
haven't
Okay.
been. I've only been to Disneyland and Disney World as far as parks go.
And Jenna, did you ride Ratatouille?
So we literally got there a couple weeks before Ratatouille opened, or
Okay.
we were so sad.
No, but in a way, isn't that kind of good?
Yeah, actually now I'm kind of glad. Now I get to experience, at our home park. So yeah.
All right, now if you guys have any questions that I can give to Josh or Jenna, now's your time to come and ask. Jenna, do you have any panda ears? Are there Jenna, do you make ears?
So I used to. Now I don't really have time anymore. Well, I guess
Oh.
quarantine, but so no, I just I'm a
She
collector.
totally wanted to deflect those people saying you don't have time now.
Yeah, I know, right?
Quarantine.
Oh, thank you, Julie.
Now I do, but
All right, so I have to see what you're making there.
but I do have a huge collection. That's why she probably asked.
Let me see some of these. What's your favorite?
Oh, so okay, my absolute favorite, and I wanted these forever. are my Club 33 from Disneyland.
Ooh, nice.
That's the holy grail.
It is.
Now, do you ever wear them, or are they too nice to wear?
So I bought 2 pair.
That's
So
exactly what I thought.
Wait, who bought 2 pair?
Me.
Didn't I buy those for you?
No, I bought the 2.
You bought both of those. Sorry,
Pin. Yes.
when I went to Club 33, Jenna had a list of things she wanted me to pick up because she went once and then I got to go a few months later, and she had a
Was
list of things.
texting me pictures like, okay, this is what they have. This is what they have. I'm like, I want one of that. One of that.
Anyway, that's awesome.
So yes, I have 2 pair. This one sits on my shelf, and the other one I can wear.
Very cool. Very cool. I was gonna say you have to have one usable one and one not.
Yep.
Yes.
Sometimes with Funkos I buy 2, and I don't know why. I'm a little crazy with the Funkos.
I have a few of those too. Those are fun.
So, are you going tomorrow to Disney Springs?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Is that like I don't know if it's a secret. I didn't think it was. I
No,
figured
no, it's not a secret. No. In fact, I'll do after we're finished. I'll do the thumbnail and post the stream probably. But I have to work in the morning a little bit. We're wrapping up some stuff with school, so Jenna's probably going to go first thing, and then we're going to kind of figure out when the stream's going to start. So we're not going to be like first thing in the morning. It'll be more like noon or 1. So yeah.
I had planned to go, but then I got a new fridge coming. I didn't know what day I was scheduling it, so I need the refrigerator. Mine's 15 years old, but
yes,
I do want to get to World of Disney bad. This is a good question from Pamela for you, Josh.
So yeah, how did the relaxing stroll videos start? So I was just kind of thinking of, I'm always racking my brain to see what can I do that's new or that's different. And of course it's hard, with Disney, there's only a finite amount of things that you can do, but I just always am thinking of things, what can we do to keep it fresh? And so one of the things I saw, and I'm not the first one to do it, but it just popped into my head, was to do these relaxing strolls. And the thing, I kind of do 2 different versions of it. One version where I don't say anything at all, and another version where I say something every once in a while. So it's like a very, very, very relaxed vlog. I might say something once every couple minutes as opposed to a vlog that would be kind of a constant narrative. So, but I got that idea and I thought, well, I've got the gimbal, I've got the, smartphone, I've got the stabilizer, everything. I can do a smooth walk without making everybody sick. And I can do a lot higher quality than a live stream. Oh, and the other thing was people would say, we like your live streams, but you talk too much on the live streams. We wanted to see the parks without all the talking. And so that kind of got me thinking, what can we do to show the parks without all the talking? So
wow, I would be like so self-conscious after that. I'd be like, no. And for every person that says that, somebody wants you to talk more. But
yes, of course, absolutely.
That would have killed my self-esteem for a couple of minutes for sure. This was a question I actually had for you. My friend Mike is asking.
Go for it, Jenna. I mean, there's been several things.
There has been several, yes, but the one that scared me the most was this past Halloween. I'm pretty sure it was a Halloween party, right, Josh?
It was one of the parties. Dale was there.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure, it was a Halloween party. Yeah, Dale was there. We had Josh and I, Dale. I think we had Richard was there, and Donna. Mom and Dad weren't there. Anyways, we had a bunch of people, and we were streaming the fireworks, and it wasn't a super busy party, and so we were standing, in the middle of Main Street for the fireworks, and a guy walked by, across Main Street, and literally shoulder checked Josh. He had his daughter on his shoulders and just ran right into him.
I mean, almost knocked the camera out of my hand.
Yeah, really hard. And Josh was like, excuse me. And the guy looked at him like, what?
Well, he said, what do you want to do about it? I was like, oh, okay, we're there already.
Josh was like,
wait, is this a complete mistake or on purpose? Do we know?
I would assume it was a mistake, but when I said excuse me, and I thought that was a polite way to say, hey, you ran into me. I said, excuse me. And that's when he was ready to fight. I was like, I didn't say I wanted to fight you. Just sorry would be nice, So
they were, going back and forth a little bit, and I finally kind of stepped in between the two of them. I said, okay, guys, that's enough. Both of you. I was telling Josh and the guy, just calm down. And the guy literally looked at me with his daughter on his shoulders and said, I'll put my daughter down and I'll be back, and pointed at me. And I'm like, are you going to fight me? What are you So I was scared.
He didn't. I told Jen, I said, he's not coming back. He's going to find his wife, and she's going to be like, just be quiet and let's go.
Yeah.
And this was Halloween. Wow.
Yeah.
Taste of Massachusetts. Thank you. I'm not used to seeing super chats. I don't quite even get them yet or understand them, but thank you very much. And I'm glad your 2-year-old, hopefully you too, likes the safari video. Okay, so I was in Typhoon Lagoon, and I'm a big guy. I got muscle under the fatness, But this musclehead guy, when the wave came, he started swimming instead of letting the waves just take everyone so everybody ends up in the same spot, and smashes into the side of my temple like this bodybuilder's body. And he was a nice guy. He says, "Oh, are you okay?" Blah, blah, blah. I didn't have a concussion or anything, but I remember being scared of the wave pool after that. At least I know it wasn't on purpose. So this, I'm sorry, I was talking, this was not on purpose?
We don't think so.
No, I
Okay.
think he was. I mean, I don't carry my son on my shoulders, but I do carry him, and I know you have limited vision when you're carrying a child. If I run into somebody, I just say, "Oh, I'm so sorry."
So sorry. Are you okay? I didn't mean that. He just took it
Right.
the other way.
And then literally you
Yeah.
just say, "Excuse me, I'm so sorry," and you keep going, and the whole thing's over. And it was like he was ready to fight because I said, "Excuse me." I didn't even say, "Hey, watch where you're going." I just said, "Excuse me." I was standing still and you ran into me, so excuse me. But it was So I think some people just have a rough day and they just want to take it out on the first person they find. So Jenna tries to, because I have a little bit of a temper sometimes, so she tries to help me. That there are times when a guest will get that way with us a little bit, and she's trying to teach me, there's no reason to get mad. You just need to calm down, let it go, walk away.
Yep.
So,
I
oh my goodness, Orlando guy.
Wow.
Do you guys know this guy?
Yeah.
Yes, he's one of our
awesome.
good friends. He's a great guy.
He is
Do you
awesome.
know his first name?
Richard?
Richard.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. The Orlando guy. Very, very nice, Richard. Thank you so much. We'll talk later.
He's awesome.
Maybe I need the Orlando guy on the show too now.
Well, he has a channel, and it's a very good channel.
Yes.
All right,
Yeah.
all right. I
Yeah.
will write him later. Now this is weekly and not monthly. I need to start filling up the week. So
There you go. Perfect.
So getting back to what you said about the temper, I usually don't have a temper. I'm usually good. I'm running into the studios to film the new Star Wars thing. Remember the thing that on the screens? It's not so great. I forget what it's even called. I was running and I was trying to get there, and this woman kept bumping into me, and I'm like, "There's plenty of room. Why is she bumping into me?"
Right?
On my last nerve, I was just ready to, and I turn around and I'm ready to say, "Lady, how could you please?" And she goes, "I'm sorry. We watch your channel. I just wanted to say I love you." And I thought, thank God
Thank goodness you didn't go off on her.
I would have lost the one fan that was there.
Aww.
Becky, thank you so much, Becky. And I love the kitty, Becky. I have 4 cats.
Aww.
So Jenna, I'm more of a, I say I'm an animal person, but I'm more of a cat person.
Gotcha.
My mom was a cat lady, and she had the house was immaculately clean, but we had 14 cats.
Oh, wow.
And then my first memory as like a 2-year-old was my mother feeding with an eyedropper. When I say an eyedropper, there was milk in it, but it was cleaned out.
Yeah.
A little baby kitten. So me and cats just do this thing. So I have 4 cats, but I do want to see what do you have now at home, Jenna?
We have a little dog. She's 6-pound Havanese, my baby. Even though I call her a baby, but she's 11.
Josh, any pets?
Yeah, so I have my dog Cole Porter. We call him Porty, but my wife got the dog without permission, and so she named him a jazz name because I'm a music teacher, and so that was that.
You had to. What is the jazz name? Cole Porter. Oh,
Cole Porter.
great.
Cole Porter.
That's
Yeah.
great.
So I mean, don't get me wrong. I love dogs. I love him, and we actually had a cat before too, but she's passed. But yeah, so he's 13. So
Wow.
I remember the day she got him. She called me and she's like, "Do you think your brother will be mad?" I'm like, "Yeah, I think so. I really do."
it's not that I didn't want a dog. I just didn't want a dog right then because we were really busy, and puppies are a lot of work, and so yeah. So, but anyway,
Funny.
it ended up all right.
All right, so I don't want to get into rumors and stuff, but we're going to do it anyway. And look at the guys.
Wow.
Wow. Grim Grinning Tracy, I think she shares our love for the Haunted Mansion. I don't know why I think that. I'm just going to say that.
Just a feeling, yeah.
Bob, thank you. Oh, but you know what? Since there's some people here, and I want to make Josh and Jenna laugh too, can I tell you as a quick mom story? My mom has since passed, but she was a funny lady. That's where I get my humor from. I am about 18 years old. We are in the Ohana breakfast, and she was a loud Italian without a filter. And she said, Chip and Dale, how do I know the difference between Chip and Dale? And Chip said, saying the color of the nose and the tail.
Oh,
and
yeah.
my mother seriously goes, "What his first smells like?" She said it.
Oh no!
And I couldn't believe it. I was mortified. Other families at tables looking, and me going, she goes,
Just
"But that's
wanted
what he
to
said."
Disappear.
I wanted to go under the table. So all the characters came out and did a shame.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. That's a great story.
If I am in a crowd, I could tell you the real word she said. Pete, thank you. Even though apparently I'm looking at through a ring light here, timed out. Thank you. What timed out? Oh, you timed out? No.
Oh.
I don't know. That shouldn't happen. What software does your mom have you on?
Thanks, Pete.
So any other good funny stories? Because we have so many people here. I don't want to end you guys unless you have to leave.
Oh no, we're good.
Oh, no, we're good.
Okay.
And by the way, we got to say about Pete, it may have been that he posted too many times in a row. YouTube does a thing automatically. Pete, that if you post too many times in a row, it will do that no matter what. But Pete is one of our good friends. He was on our channel a couple weeks ago, and he actually almost passed away from an infection he had, lost his hand and his foot, but has been able to fight his way back. He's home and is doing much better, and just such an inspirational part of our community. So he's awesome.
Wow.
Very amazing. Yep.
Glad to keep you here, Pete.
Yeah.
What's hard with StreamYard is I'm a one-person show right now, so I'm trying to control, two cameras, looking at the chat. So if I do miss somebody saying something important, I'm sorry. But if you do have a question that we can try to get in here, and then sometimes you get a great question, but we're in the middle of talking, and it's hard to show it.
Right.
Yeah. Find it again.
So they all love Pete.
Oh yeah.
You got some good love in here.
The chat's stopping. Darth Vader. He says the chat is stopping. I think that's a YouTube issue.
We've been having trouble with that.
It's still going for me here in StreamYard, but it could be on YouTube that it's.
Mine's fine. Yeah, but anyway.
Yeah.
Talk about a great name. I like that name, Dame Dystopia.
Dame Dystopia.
That's a good avatar too.
So I'm trying to think of other stories that I could tell. Half the stories I can't even tell.
Yeah.
Stories with my mother. What are some good live stream stories that you've got that you can remember?
Well, Jenna, tell them about our favorite live stream, and Pete was actually a big part of that.
Yeah. So my absolute favorite live stream, I have a few, but this one's my favorite, was back in August. We teamed up with the Dis and That guys, which is an amazing YouTube channel. If you don't know them, check them out. But they
what is it? Give it to me again.
Dis and That.
Dis and That. Okay, Dis and That.
So there's several channels. There's the Shep family, Zippity Doodad, Brandy and Dave, and Steve's World. And they combined to make one channel. Anyways, they put together a fundraiser for Give Kids the World to do a Beverly challenge. So they got a bunch of other, people in our community, other YouTubers together. How many were there, Josh? Do you remember?
I think there were 15 or 20 different people involved in the challenge. It was
involved in the challenge, and I streamed, so I didn't have to do the challenge. I volunteered to, hold the stream. Josh took one for the team, and he did the, challenge, along with a ton of other YouTubers. And we were over, by Club Cool, that little, what was that called, Josh?
Just right behind the character meet and greet, which that building is now gone. But
it was a great place to take your Starbucks and relax.
Yes, my parents and I did that all the time. Yep. So anyways, we had it in there, and it was amazing. We even got permission from Disney because we knew it was, going to get loud, but they were like, it's fine. Just, try to keep it down. And it was for Give Kids the World. So they were fine with it. Well, we ended up raising, what was it, Josh? $2,000?
No, it was almost $12,000 for Give Kids the World.
$12,000.
Wow, I was happy with $2,000.
Yeah, I know.
Well, we were happy with $2,000 as well, but it just kept going up. So it was awesome. Yeah.
We streamed it on our channel, and then we had a link, for them to give, and it was amazing. It went right to Give Kids the World. So it was amazing.
And Donna here that just did the super chat. She was the only female competitor, and she beat me by a lot. I was like, amazing. Jenna saw me turning green, and she said, you better, tap out. And Donna just kept on going. Yeah.
I told Josh, I'm like, I need you for the rest of the stream. You need to stop.
Beverly is that horrible, what do they call it, an aperitif?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know what's wrong with the people in Italy. I don't know, because I don't know.
Well, the guy that won, Steve from Steve World, he drank what, like
32. He basically, we figured it out because he had the little Club Cool glasses. They're like 3 to 4 ounces. We figured out he drank almost a gallon of Beverly.
He did not feel good after that.
Let me tell you, the gas pains got to be. Let's be honest, gas pains terrible.
I don't think it ended well for him. I was okay. I don't think it ended well for him, but yeah, we'll just leave it at that.
No, not at all.
Yeah. So, but that was a fun stream, and there's been so many other ones. Just what's cool about live, I think, is that you never know what's going to happen. Like, we had Pete on, just a good example. We had Pete on the other night, and we were just going to have him on and just kind of chat for a few minutes. And then, it just, the whole thing, the chat and everything, it just took on a life of its own. And he was just really inspiring everybody in the chat. And so we had kind of everything planned. And it's like, when something's going that's better than what you had planned, you go with that.
Yep.
And it's so cool. That's what's neat about live.
What's really funny is during this quarantine, we're doing social distancing. And I would say, within the past couple of weeks since I started this, because I never did live. So I'm trying to own Tuesdays now. Tuesdays at 8 o'clock. I say, if it's not Taco Tuesday, it's Panda Tuesday.
Yes.
But I feel like I'm connected more now with people than I was before. So I'm not saying this virus is positive by any means, but I'm saying you can take something negative and have a little positive come out of it. And for me, it's stopping the recorded shows and doing them live, because it is good. I'm not going to do it in the park. It's just not my thing in the park. There's too many people in that space in the park. I'm going to continue to do my attractions and my shows, but I'm going to do this live. But I'm coming to you if I want to do it in the park.
Yeah.
Sure. Thank you so much, Pete. What is Pete?
Oh, my
According to
goodness.
ESPN, Steve is currently under investigation. I wouldn't doubt that. Maybe he had syrup in his pocket, like grape syrup, to make it palatable.
Yeah. Well, all I know is I was standing right there. He wasn't dumping it over his shoulder or anything.
Yeah, no, he was drinking it.
Oh, the live place. Yeah.
The live place. What's this?
It's one of our sponsors, but this is an idea. Our friend Dean, who started it, he saw us live the first couple times. It kind of went viral, and he was like, I really think that there's a future for this live streaming. He started a website called theliveplace.com. And basically what it is, and this has been our mission from the very beginning, we keep everything family friendly. And so that everybody can watch with their families, and our moderators keep the chat family friendly. Because when you've got a lot of people on your chat, you'll get people coming in saying not very nice things or saying inappropriate things. Our moderators delete that so that it's friendly for anybody to watch. We keep politics, religion, anything controversial, because we're letting people escape to Disney. So we keep all that out of the chat so everybody can come and escape from the news and everything else. But the live place is the same thing. It's a conglomeration of, what do you say? I think 90. I think he's got over 90 live streaming channels on there, all family friendly. He posts their schedules on his website, and kind of does live streaming news and like what's happening with different people. And so it's going to take off pretty soon, but we're trying to tell everybody about it because it's a neat place for people to connect, and it's a place where you can see family friendly content anytime.
I love that. Now, if I go visit there, I can put my show on there and say, hey, this is a thing. I will do that. I've never had a moderator. It's been me, but I know it's going to happen where something bad. I've had somebody say something like fat, like it's in the title. I did it already. Just let's stop there. So I don't even know what that was for, but that was pretty funny. So I don't want to let you go. I want you to hang out more, but I don't want to just come up with stories. I'm trying to think of more mom stories that I have. I have some horrible stories. Or the best was when I was a travel agent with Disney. Oh God, I was a travel agent back in the day, and oh my gosh, the things that would happen.
Oh, I bet.
I bet.
I have to think of Disney ones. Guys, do you have questions for Josh and Jenna? Give me some questions, guys. Thank you, Don. Don likes the new format. Don and his wife Marie are awesome. You have to meet them. Don looks like, if he wants to be Santa Claus, he can do it. He's a big, tall Viking.
Oh, that's awesome.
He actually, I think when they closed Maelstrom, they took Don. He's probably, I don't know, he's probably 60 now, but they took him. Oh, I do remember that, Becky. That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
The donkey in Universal thought it was good that he could say fat to me because he saw it on my shirt, Big Fat Penny. He goes, no, tell me, that's true? I can say it? Fat! Ha! Ha! It was pretty funny. He was like, look, he's like, I'm not fired. I'm not fired.
I can say it. I can say it.
Totally play him. That's awesome.
What is the great trip of July 4th? The chat's going fast that I just missed it, but somebody said you had a great 4th of July trip?
So it was not the kind of trip that you're thinking
and then
about.
Then we need this.
Yeah. So
Okay.
it was not the kind of trip you're thinking about.
Okay. Yes, somebody asked how you recovered from that.
I had a
Okay.
nice trip and see you next fall. So yeah, so it was one of those things where I was heading towards the people mover, and you know how you get in a crowd and you're trying to kind of stay away from people, and you're trying to go just a little bit faster than everybody around you, and so I'm trying to kind of like go a little faster than this guy in front of me, and I wasn't paying attention. And in Tomorrowland, where sorry, my wife is. Okay, so in Tomorrowland, you're messing me up. She's making fun of me. In Tomorrowland, no, it's okay. So in Tomorrowland, where those little benches stick out, and so it's kind of like a little triangle thing, and I hit that bench and I went all the way down.
Okay, Tomorrowland.
Right by the
benches
people
that
mover.
Okay, yeah, with the ones
And
around the lunching pad.
Right, they're
Yeah.
little concrete benches.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And so they stick out kind of at this angle. And so what I ended up just falling, and I realized I was so tired. I've been walking around for the last 2 days. I couldn't save it. Sometimes you can kind of stumble around and save it. My legs were so tired I couldn't save it. I went all the way down, and I kind of hit myself, my head and everything on the concrete. Luckily I was okay. My mom's right behind me, and I'm glad she didn't try to catch me because I weigh a lot more than she does. So I'm glad she didn't try to catch me, but it was like I kind of just popped right back up, and my mom's like, "Why don't you sit down for a second?" So the live stream was going all wonky. The gimbal was going
bleeding?
all crazy.
Yes.
A little bit on my legs. So we got that all cleaned up. Mom held the stream. I went in the restroom and got cleaned up, and we kept going.
Yeah, he totally kept going. Well, okay, so here's the thing. Like with Josh and I, it's good that there's two of us, because I steer him sometimes. Like oh,
She'll
Josh,
grab me and she'll like stop.
Josh, don't run over the kid, because you have the camera, and especially when it's dark, the camera, the phone is bright, and when you look away from it, it's hard to see sometimes because your eyes aren't adjusted. And so I'm like, Josh, move.
Yeah, she grabs me. She keeps me safe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I'm in the little courtyard by the castle, the one on the left-hand side. I forget what they call it now with the grass there.
Oh, the hub grass. Yeah.
The hub grass, but it's the one closest to Casey's.
Okay.
And they're doing an event, and I feel something on my ear, and I hit it, and I realize I'm hitting a very big bug, and then I have really horrible pain in my ear.
Ooh.
And I put my hand on my ear. I've never been stung in my life. There is a needle about this big in my ear.
Ooh.
Some wasp or hornet, not a murder hornet, but it could have been. My luck is the murder hornet saw me and said, "There is a buffet," and came for me. So I pull this thing out. My ear blew up this big. So I have like Joe Rohde ear here.
Oh my God.
And I had to go to the first aid and get a whole bunch of stuff. But pretty funny. That happened to me over in...
ouch.
Oh, yeah.
Not good.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, I was with Josh and Jenna for a live stream. There was a guy with a camera. Oh, nope, that's not it. See what happens with this? There was a guy with a camera bag in the middle of Main Street. Jenna and Josh swerve, serpentine, whack, and I stumble right on it. Ah.
Yes, I remember that. I thought he was gonna fall to the ground.
So I was going to say, actually, I think I may have caught him, and I don't normally do that.
Yes.
Yeah, it's rough out there. Yeah, the guy put the camera bag right in the middle of the sidewalk. So
This is a great question to end with, guys. If I had 1 minute to talk to Walt Disney face to face, I would ask him if he has any idea how much of an impact he's had on my life since I was 5 years old and try to explain it to him. Mm-hmm. And then I would ask if he's mainly happy with things, even though I don't know if I want the answer to that because I want to believe that he's okay with it. But I would need him to know about the impact he's had on me because it is profound. It's changed everything in my life.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Agree with that 100%.
Go ahead, but you might have to have something to add to that, no?
I probably
Jenna, he's there. He's in front of you. He's sitting on a bench. You have 1 minute to talk to him.
Ooh, that's
what
hard.
do you say?
Josh, you want to go first?
Well, I would say the same thing, John, about, just how much of an impact he's had on my life and how special he is to us. But the question I would ask him is, if you took over the Walt Disney Company, because it's still got your name on it, if you took over the Walt Disney Company right now, somehow come back to life and take over the Walt Disney Company, what would you do first? I just would be curious, what would Walt do? Everybody asks what would Walt do, but what would you really do? What's the first thing that you would do? I don't know.
Yeah. No, I like
nobody really knows, so it would just be interesting.
I would love him to say, who do you think's been making all the change? I've been writing them.
Yeah.
This is all my idea.
There you go.
No, I would basically the same. I mean, yes, thank him very much for everything and just what the Walt Disney Company, everything, all of Disney has meant to, meant in our lives for sure. And
Yes.
that.
Do that.
Isn't it funny how much we want some old stuff back? Like I would die if they said the Adventurers Club was coming back.
Oh, that was so much fun.
Yes.
I know a lot of people didn't get it, and I know it was hard to make money, but boy, that place, it was amazing to me. Guys, I cannot thank you enough for coming on. This was a lot of fun. I hope we can do it again.
Absolutely.
Definitely. Yes. Please join us sometime.
Yes.
Yeah, listen, I will. I might be a little slower, but I'm pretty funny. I come up with some funny stuff.
Perfect.
I'm worth it.
That's awesome.
Hello, Linda. So yeah, thank you so much. I'm going to quickly give a shout out to my travel partner who I have to thank for keeping me employed during this time, MEI Travel, which is mousefantravel.com. They've really been great for their people, and it's got to be hard to be a travel agent right now. If you guys are you guys associated with a travel agency?
Yes, we are.
Yep.
Okay, I was going to say if you weren't, I have somebody to give you. So if they ever wanted to drop you, you got choices. You got other places. I'm going to get that off while you're here, but yeah, definitely do that. And let's see. Tuesdays, 8 o'clock, I am here doing this live show. I think next week is Michael K.
Oh, that'll be a good
I
one.
say it like, I don't know, because, Michael K., he can decide he's going to change. No, Michael K. is next week. I think after this, Carol Stein. Do you guys know Carol Stein?
I don't know Carol.
No.
She's the hat lady that does the piano from, I want to say, the UK Pavilion.
Oh.
Okay.
She used to do the Comedy Warehouse.
Oh, very cool.
She was awesome.
Oh, that's
so if you
awesome.
ever remember Carol Stein on the keys. LSU Mom, thank you so much. And you make me think of the Splash Mountain where the little, this was new to me, that the little guy who comes down goes, LSU!
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, I like that.
And Grim Grinning Tracy sent one just a little bit ago too.
Did you? Oh, I missed. See, Stacy, thank you so much. Tracy, rather. Let's do Haunted Mansion, Tracy, when you're here. Tell me.
Yep. Oh, she's talking about TTA Monsoon where we got soaked on the TTA on a live stream. That was fun.
The rain comes in when you're on it?
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, we got soaked. It looked like we'd been on Splash Mountain when we got off the ride. It was the wettest TTA ride we've ever. Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah.
It's because of that sideways rain in Florida.
Yes.
They must have closed it shortly after because I don't think they're running it as a rule in the rain. It must have just come quickly, maybe.
Well, it was a very quick Florida rain, so it actually didn't last very long. It only lasted about the length that we were on the ride, and then it kind of calmed down. Of course.
Okay, so these are called educated guesses right now.
Yeah.
This is not true. We don't know anything. If you had to predict an opening date, Jenna, for just Magic Kingdom, what would you predict?
I have been saying July 1st for a while. So
Okay.
I don't know.
Josh?
Yeah, we'll see.
I'm gonna say June 15th.
I am with Josh.
Oh, all right.
It just sounds like a number that I can get by. We should find out tomorrow, by the way.
Tomorrow, yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
Okay, so
Yeah.
tune in tomorrow. I will look
we'll
for
see.
you live streaming tomorrow from
Yes.
hopefully World of Disney.
Yes.
Yeah, for
Can't
sure.
wait.
And that's it. I'm going to go Thursday, I think, to World of Disney.
Okay, I was gonna say if you're gonna be there, hang out on the stream for a little bit. But yeah, if not,
If my new refrigerator comes, I will
that's
track
right.
you down.
that's right.
I will
Perfect.
message you and track you down. Otherwise, the next time.
Sure.
Sounds
Big virtual hugs, guys, and to
Yes,
everybody
for
here.
sure.
Thank you so much.
yeah.
I'm gonna send you back to the green room and do a quick sign off. Thank you again
Okay.
very much.
Thank you.
So thank you, resort hoppers and everybody who showed up. Go forth, create pandemonium. Above all, keep giving out those panda hugs. I know they got to be air hugs for a while. Thank you so much. Tuesdays, 8 o'clock. Tune in. Appreciate you all. Thank you very much.